When SHTF, most people picture chaos, gunfights, looters breaking into homes, and a complete breakdown of law and order. But what if I told you that the thing that will kill the majority of people after a collapse isn't a bullet? It's something far more silent, far more underestimated, and much deadlier. And the terrifying part, you probably haven't prepared for it. The truth is, when systems fail, our entire way of life collapses. The stores close, hospitals are overrun, power grids go dark, people panic, and while everyone's focused on weapons and self-defense, the real killers are creeping in unnoticed. Today I'm going to expose what those silent killers are, why they're the biggest threat to your survival, and what you can do right now to avoid becoming another statistic. First, let us talk about the biggest misconception preppers make, thinking that violence will be their main threat. Yes, security matters, but here's the hard truth: most people won't die from gunfights or raids. They'll die from dehydration, starvation, infection, and disease. These threats are invisible until it's too late, and when you finally notice them, you're already on borrowed time. Imagine this. Within 72 hours of a collapse, grocery shelves are empty, water supplies start running out. You think you can ration what you have, but every sip and every bite counts down to zero. People underestimate how fast clean water disappears. Without water, you have 3 days, maybe less, depending on stress and heat. And when desperation hits, you'll start drinking from sources you shouldn't: contaminated rivers, puddles, whatever you find. That's when the real danger begins. Bacteria, parasites, and viruses that turn your body into a battlefield. And food, that's your next silent killer. Not having enough calories to sustain your energy means fatigue, bad decisions, and eventually, your body's shutting down. People think they can live on cans for weeks, but here's the truth: without the right nutrients, your immune system collapses, making you an easy target for infections. And remember, no hospitals, no pharmacies, no quick trips to the doctor. A small cut that gets infected can kill you. That's how fragile we really are when the system is gone. Then comes sanitation, or rather, the lack of it. Garbage piles up, sewage leaks, people start dumping waste anywhere they can. Flies, rats, and diseases spread like wildfire. Cholera, dysentery, and other waterborne illnesses become common. This isn't science fiction, that's exactly what happens in every major disaster, from Haiti to war zones. And when medicine runs out, survival becomes a gamble. Speaking of medicine, do you have antibiotics? Do you have a first aid kit that goes beyond a couple of bandages? Because when supply chains collapse, those small bottles become more valuable than gold. People will trade weapons for antibiotics when their child is dying from an infection. And painkillers, forget about it, they'll vanish in the first days. Now, let's talk about something almost no one thinks about: mental health and stress. You can have all the gear in the world, but if your mind cracks under pressure, you're done. Fear leads to panic. Panic leads to mistakes, and mistakes get you killed. In a collapse, every decision is life or death. The calm, strategic thinker is the one who survives. So what's the solution? It starts with preparation, not panic buying, but real strategy. Water filtration systems, not just bottles. Long-term food storage that covers nutrition, not just calories. A solid first aid kit with antibiotics and antiseptics. A waste management plan for your home. And most importantly, the knowledge to use all of it. But here's something even more important: redundancy. One filter is not enough. 1 week of food is not enough. Because the question isn't if things will go wrong, there will. Gear breaks, supplies run out, people steal. And when that happens, you need backups. Now, let's get into specifics because vague advice won't save you. First, water. You need multiple purification methods, filters, tablets, and boiling options. Have at least 2 reliable portable filters and a gravity-fed system for home use. For food, you need a mix of freeze-dried meals, canned goods, and items with long shelf life like rice, beans, and oats. And learn to rotate your stockpile so nothing goes to waste. For medicine, get a supply of broad-spectrum antibiotics. Learn which ones work for common infections. Stock up on painkillers, antiseptic wipes, and antidote. And don't forget vitamins. Malnutrition kills slowly, but it kills. For sanitation, buckets, bleach, heavy-duty trash bags, and a plan for waste disposal. And don't underestimate the power of cleanliness in a world without hospitals. Now, let's talk defense, because while bullets aren't the main killer, there's still a reality. Your supplies make you a target. So think layers, locked doors, reinforced entry points, and noise discipline. But the real defense is invisibility. Don't broadcast what you have. Don't brag about prepping. Stay gray, stay silent, stay smart. And here's the part no one wants to hear. Most people watching this won't take action. They'll nod, they'll agree, and then they'll go back to scrolling, thinking it'll never happen. Until it does. And when it does, it's too late. Preparation isn't paranoia, it's insurance for when reality hits. So the question is, Which side will you be on when the lights go out? The side that's fighting over scraps, or the side that's ready and calm because you planned ahead? Because the truth is, survival doesn't care about luck, it cares about preparation. And the clock is ticking.